this episode of Homestead Tessie, this is what you're going to find. How to save your own garden seeds for preparing for the hard times, preparing for next year. And a very unusual way of sealing envelopes. Good morning everyone, and welcome to today's video. Preparing for hard times. And what does that mean? Well, for me, it means something maybe a little different than it does for all of you. I do believe come springtime, me personally will be hitting some very hard times. You see, I will be explaining that in another video, but what I do for a living has to do with consumerism and people spending money. Well, recently that hit an all-time low for me, and I can tend to see the trends before it becomes mainstream because I can see if people are spending or not, and they're not. With student debt and all these things that are happening, I am realizing that if it's bad now, come spring, it's going to be so much worse. So for me, preparing for hard times is going to be different. Today I'm working frantically at saving as many garden seeds as I can because I don't want to have to buy them. And I want to be able to have a garden next year that's totally free and that I don't have to spend money for, because I'm trying to figure out what do I really need, what don't I need, and how am I going to provide for myself, being more self-sufficient. And in doing so, one of the things that I can do is save my own garden seeds. Now, saving your own seeds goes back to the beginning of time. But what you see I'm doing here is I'm using a technique from the 19th century, probably the 18th century, and even earlier than that. And that is I'm sealing my envelopes with wax. And I'm trying all of these things because I had all of this to begin with. And instead of having it sitting around the house, I'm learning these skills. And it is a lot of fun. But it is a very serious project, though, as well, because the more self-sufficient we become, the more at ease and the less anxiety we have about the issues of the world. Now, of course, there's so many things that could happen, and we could be the most prepared people in the whole entire world and still have things happen. But I find it very interesting learning these skills because this is what our ancestors did. And so I'm working on all of these seed packets. I'm going to go deeper into detail about how I make a living in the future and why I am just really focusing on trying to do as much as I possibly can without buying new things. And that is becoming a challenge of mine because I'm seeing very quickly that the economy is very different than what maybe you're even hearing on the mainstream news. I see it firsthand because I am affected, and it's a trickle effect. So when it happens to people, then it happens to me, then I don't spend as much money, and then that happens to, and it goes down the line. And so I'm preparing for hard times in every situation of my life. And today, it's all about being self-sufficient with your own garden. What I love growing the most is flowers that are everlasting. In other words, like the global amaranth and the straw flower. Next year I'm going to be planting a lot more of the straw flower. Absolutely gorgeous, and they stay this way all winter long. They dehydrate, they dry, so nice. So I'm going to go ahead and harvest some of these to hang in my kitchen. The Dollar Tree has these seeds. So much fun. So check out your local Dollar Tree in January and February when the seeds come out. And you can have yourself some everlasting flowers too. And one of the most amazing scents in the whole wide world is the sweet pea. This actually bloomed all summer long. The sweet pea has the most delicate scent and it is absolutely intoxicating. I absolutely love it. By the way, don't forget to harvest your own seeds to save seeds for next year. So the calendula is something really easy that you can save. Marigolds, most of the annual flowers, even perennials. So I'm going to go ahead and save some more seeds for next year. What I like to do in the evening when the sun goes down and it's just a little bit cooler is to work on the fun parts of homesteading, the growing the flowers and the decorating of my house, which doesn't really cost any money, or little bits of money anyhow. I think the pack of seeds were 50 cents. I think these seeds were $1. And now I have a beautiful bouquet that's going to look the same even in the dead of winter. It does not fade the colors. As the year is drawing to an end, the garden year, I'm still harvesting a lot of things because we are really late. And it's kind of nice to be late because we're still getting a whole bunch of stuff and it's kind of nice. And I'll take my sweet pea inside. I really want to thank the lovely subscriber who sent me this book. This book is something I really wanted for quite a long time. This is a comprehensive seed saving book. So as I'm working on, off-grid and working on being more self-sufficient, one of the areas I really want to work on is saving my own seeds. And this book is going to really help me. Not only does it teach you the everyday seeds, the easy ones like marigolds and things like that, it also is teaching and sharing how to save harder type seeds, and that's really what I want to work on. So I am going to be reading that today, but I have my seeds saved in here. Now in a previous video I showed you what I did, but now I'm going to decorate it because it's fun to decorate too. So I have all of my seeds in here and I saved them. This is a seed saving kit, but it looks a little too modern for me. So we're gonna spruce it up with some old-fashioned labels. Now I'm gonna show you the website where you can download the labels for free. Of course, you need your own printer, ink, and paper. This is just craft sticker paper. So it's just like that. And the reason why it's craft is because it is brown, because that's my favorite color. So I have these type stickers I'm putting on it. And then this is my flower seed saving case. And these are from my garden as well. And now we're going to open up my treasure box. Remember I got this for free and how I decorated it last year? That is my treasure box. Isn't it precious? I just love it. It's one of my favorite things I've ever made because I'm not very artistic, but I can do certain things and I'm really, really like this. I have 2 of them now. I think I better stop at 2 of them. So I do. I was hoping that I would have some plain ones. And I don't think I do have plain ones. I have Let Your Love Grow. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try this and see if the stampers work the way I want them to. So I'm just going to do a couple of these. I thought for sure I had some plain ones. But I do not see any. I have some Confederate money. Do you need some money? Here you go. I thought it was real and it's a replica. I did keep it though, you never know. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and try this, and we'll see how it works. I was really pleased how cheap these stamp pads were. I think I paid only $1 or something on Amazon a piece. So we're going to go ahead and try this one, and then I think I'm going to get the blank ones, and then I can actually make it. I absolutely love them. This is going to be so much fun. So it did work really well, and I'm going to keep all of my ink together, keep everything together. I was hoping I could fit it in this tin. Let's see if we can make things fit in here, at least one of them. 2 of them will fit. Perfect. I'm trying to keep everything together nice. That way I know where everything is at. I just love it. I can't wait to make some really neat ones with this. Thanks again for watching. As I learn all of these new skills, I'll be sure to share it with all of you. Bye everybody, and I can't wait to share with you again tomorrow what we're doing, because it's going to be something I'm learning as well.